Hey everybody, I am somehow alive after quite a few, I'd say about 2 weeks of having a really nasty cold. It turns out I had some sort of a weird reaction with picking up a cold and allergies. Kind of led to a pretty nasty flu sort of thing, so it really did me over. It's pretty bad, but I'm mostly back on my feet. I'm getting up there. I still got some crap going on. My ears still pretty messed up. In fact, I can't really be active and running around much before I get super tired. So I'm just trying to take it easy. And well, for the last few days, I've been doing some practice rounds on in my game here, and that's been kind of what I've been just whenever I've got the energy to do so. And I've picked up a couple characters, and I'm having a good time with it. So yeah. I thought it would be nice if I made a video kind of highlighting the combos that I picked up, the guys that I'm going to be working with, and yeah, just maybe kind of sort of as my own reference, somewhat, but maybe other people can make use of it. So I'll just jump into practice and go grab some of my characters here. So the four guys I know, the first dude I picked up was Aaron Black. And I sort of just grabbed him for no particular reason, I guess. I guess because he was kind of new, pretty special. I didn't know much about him, and turns out he's actually pretty popular. He's a very strong character right now. I picked up Liu Kang after I did some stuff with Aaron Black, and it's all just been practice stuff, just doing combos and everything. And I should admit, I wasn't down here on my machine. I actually did remote play for a lot of those practices. I didn't want to be down here. I was too tired. I couldn't handle it. But okay, I am down here on my machine proper. And so after I spent a lot of time with him, I went over to Liu Kang and started goofing up with him a bit. Did a bunch of his combos, so now I have a pretty good grasp of his, entry level stuff. And mostly I did Liu Kang because I really like his X-ray. I think it's one of the coolest looking X-rays I've ever seen. Super basic Shaolin monk punching style. I really like it. I picked up Kenshi after I did Liu Kang. I'm not really sure. I kind of did this one because I was really interested by his Kenjutsu variants. I've never seen it before. One of the things I really wished Kenshi was about was his kind of swordplay type of stuff. I really thought that was awesome when the character was first introduced when I saw him, but that wasn't really his play style. His play style was more about his telekinetic stuff, being able to throw people around and his mind over matter and everything, which is cool, but it wasn't really up my alley. He didn't really play like a character I cared too much about. So when I saw his variants, I spent a few hours in practice mode, and I like it. Very strict timing stuff, but we'll get to that later. And finally, I got this guy here, Johnny Cage. I've always felt like I should have a Johnny Cage in my pocket, you know what I mean? Like, even in the last one in MK9, I never really had him. I had a Baraka and I had a Noob Saibot, and that was basically it. I had a little bit of Smoke, but that was mostly my brother's character. So, I don't know, I've always wanted to play some Johnny Cage. He had some nice variances, and I picked up the A-list variants here after trying Fisticuffs, and I wasn't really too sure how to feel about Fisticuffs. I'm still kind of washy on the A-list as well, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so these four guys I have a pretty decent grasp, I like to think, I like to say, for starting some combos off. So let's go ahead and start with this dude right here.
Aaron Black.
So Aaron Black, my variants, my preferred is the Outlaw. I hear some not too good things about Gunslinger, but I do hear Marksman is really powerful. It's got a lot of damage potential locked up in his range attacks there. Gunslinger, not sure what makes Gunslinger so bad. I'm not really certain. Maybe it's just not doing enough of something, but yeah. In any case, I wanted the Outlaw because he's got one of my Baraka's swords there, and I'm like, well, if I can't have Baraka, I'll just take one of his arms. And so there he is. So, yeah, so who do we want? Let's go ahead and do Kung Lao. Just, I don't know. It was kind of my nemesis in 9. A lot of people are playing Kung Lao, just beating the crap out of me with that dude. So I'm just going to jump into practice mode and try and recall my combos. I actually wrote them down so I can kind of reference my list a little bit. These aren't like super amazing or nothing. These aren't what do you want to call them? These aren't like optimal bread and butters. I think that's the way to say it. They are just moves that I feel like I can do, that I practice, and I manage to get them done pretty well. Okay, so let's see here. So this is the first one. This one is this move right here, 1-1-2. It's a quick, comes out really quick with 7 frames startup. So it's supposed to be a pretty good punisher. If you catch somebody whiffing something, should be able to hit them pretty good with that. And I can combo into it. Now this is actually kind of hard because I have to do a run combo. I have to do a run cancel, which is basically that, what you're seeing right there, the run cancel. I haven't actually really practiced though, so it should be pretty interesting. Whew. Yeah, this is going to be really hard. Well, that's not the combo. The combo I'm looking to do is that guy right there. Oof. Well, I got the break right. But that's all I'm getting right. Oh God. I practiced this on the Vita and I was able to get it through remote play, but it's totally different on the control. Plus, I'm rushing in with the wrong one. I need to do that. You know what? I don't need to hit block again. I should. Yeah, you know what? I could just start the run and just go right to the jab there. All right. I'm gonna see if that will work a little bit. Oh, just getting the timing down. All right, well, there's 2 hits. I could make it a little easier on myself. I might have to for online. Oh, come on! Why are you not linking? All right, so that's the whole hit there. That's the whole string. I'm supposed to link this guy into it. Is it back forward? Yeah, there it is. That guy right there. Sand tackle. Let's see. It's actually been a while since I played this dude, because I was playing all the other characters, thinking I would like them a little bit more. Well, close. Not quite the button I was supposed to press. Not quite there. Oh man, I think I'm pressing... No, I am getting it. Okay, I gotta press square twice. I'm only pressing it once. Alright, there we go. Got the 2 hits. Whoa, that's not the right one. Not so much for this one being quick. Ah, there we go. And then I can extend it for a little extra damage if I want. But that's it right there. You can get the whole that part out before you do the sand tackle business, but you know, my execution is not there. I just have not been practicing it right. Obviously, this is a nice thing to note about a sand tackle here. You cannot get it to work if he's just sitting there like that. Let's see here. Come on, why? There it is. He's got to get up in the air. Otherwise, it's not going to whiff. And then if you just do it just as fast as you can, you end up not getting anywhere. Yeah, see? Doesn't really work. You can get it if you delay the sand tackle a little bit, but it doesn't really work that well. And you can see if you do it too early and he's not flying in the air, you don't grab him because he's in the middle of some kind of hit stun. I noticed that my stream seems to have stopped, so give me... you know what, I'm going to see if that's just me or if that's just Twitch. That might just be Twitch. Alright. Alright, so that's kind of my quick attack. And I'll probably be using that to, you know, people miss something on me, I'll just whip that out. I'll probably do something a little easier. Something like that. Watch this. If I can do the button right. Oh, I almost had it. There we go. Not as much damage, it's only 19%, but it's quicker to get out. I don't have to run cancel. Oh my god, it's so... it's rough. Alright, I did it enough. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Aaron Black is going to be my weakest character, really. I don't think I'm going to be able to play him well. There's a... let's see. This is a corner variation if we just have him in the corner. Pretty easy. Ah. Man, I've been practicing so many other people. Oh, so close. I don't need that one. But that would have been the sand tackle, basically. I wonder why that one will not consistently link up. I must not be pressing the button enough times. Yeah, I gotta be much quicker with that link. His brawling string, much more demanding than every other combo. Oh, that was so close! I gotta hit triangle more times. And I gotta get that nut to come out. Nope, I did not let it complete. There we are. Corner variation, but that's just for like a Punisher. If he whiffs something and I need to whip out something really fast, I can just do that. His main, let's see, he's got an overhead and a low starter. So forward and 2. Forward 1, 2. That, you see that first hit, there's an overhead. If I want to change it up, forward and 3 gives me a low hit there, but it still starts right there. That's an overhead, and an overhead in that chain lets you connect to something like that. Let's see here. His other one, I think he has another one. Yeah, you could actually start off with this one too. This is back 3 that leads into 2. So back 3, 2. And then you could complete it by back 3, 2, up 1, which is a really unique kind of ability. Not a lot of people have that. Pressing the direction like that. This is a nice little move to have, because it's a combo, it's not a special move, but it hits them from full screen. It's just a quick gunshot. You can kind of harass people at a distance with that thing. This character is really good. Like, I think he's probably... well, I would have to say he's top tier. Like, maybe not the top, but he's up there. I mean, just... somebody out on the scene is going to come on with this guy and just wreck house, if it hasn't happened already. Let's see, let me get back to what I was doing, what my stuff is. So this is my overhead starter, this is a low portion of it, if I want to trick that up. And whatever I do, whichever I go with, I lead into that, go into this guy here. And then if I'm in the corner like this, it's going to be a little different. Let's go ahead and go over here. What do I do if I'm not in the corner? I think it was, basically the same intro bit here. And then I gotta do... oh crap, that's right. I'm gonna do what I did last time. What's nice about that move, you see where I'm really far away right now? It gets me really close. Oh, I don't need to dash. I'm too used to other moves. No, I did too early. Oh, what? Alright. Alright. Gotta get my muscles in here. Oh my god. I did mention I was sick for a long time, right? My timing is just so gone. Oh, this feels terrible. Alright, so normally I don't dash forward. Normally I come in with that. It's actually not the best to do. But the big part is that it's easy. I gotta let him fall more. Nope, gotta let him fall a little bit more. There we go. 27% anywhere combo. That's pretty strong. That's a decent hit. It can be made a lot better, especially if you have better execution, which I don't have. But yeah, that's his overhead. That's his low kind of setup there, and it's got quite a bit of range. So you can see you clear just that first hit clears a decent chunk of range. Then if you follow through, you get even more. Now this is actually a little bit different. When I got him in a corner like this, I do a little bit different. Let's see if I got... We're just going to shorten this a little bit. So I got these two stabs here, but it's not exactly what I want. It's that. Oh, that's not exactly what I want either. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to get my brain in order. Damn, it will not come out. It might not come out because I gotta do it right. Could do that one. Let's go ahead and do that one. There we go. Now that's a nice, that's kind of a variant on the combo, in the corner combo, and you can see he bleeds, so it gets quite a bit out. You could also throw that out, and then these two things stack. You get this guy that breaks off, that stacks up with these guys, and you can see his life really starts to plummet there until my sword comes back. But yeah, that's kind of a variation on it. Once you get him in the corner, though, you're kind of just looking to hit him with that. You can kind of go crazy. I mean, you can... A lot of the stuff that happens in mid-screen, you could actually do in the corner here. Look at 30%. I didn't even use a meter there. That's just 30%. It's pretty good. Basically, this ender is your most damaging ender. If you can work that into stuff, it's good. Yeah. What other tricks does this guy have? Cancel. Continue. I've never actually worked with any of his power moves. I know if you hit with that, it will work. But you gotta get all three hits out. Doing it way too early. There we go. Bounces them up high enough to snag them. I like that move. It looks really great. And that's kind of this variations thing is working that sword, so I try and figure that out. That is not the best, though, obviously. The best is what you're looking to do with this guy. Ugh. I gotta hit him high enough to get the bounce. Not quite there. No, I didn't hit him all with all the buttons. It's really easy to just kind of rush it and then screw the whole thing up. Nope, wrong variation. It doesn't help that I have all these extra combos kind of swarming around in my muscle memory. No, I keep canceling it too early. I can't let the whole thing play out is the problem. It might be easier just to go into the... Yeah, and it probably is easier to do it that way. I have to hit triangle twice after those 2 punches. Otherwise, what happens is what you're saying. Oh, he was way too high up. Can't really. I guess I could cancel it early if he is floating down like that. Oh, I wish I could not do that one. No! I'm goofing everything up. Man. Okay, I hit triangle twice that time. It just... Sometimes it's just not registering. There we go. See, I canceled it early, that way they'd catch him. Alright. Yeah. He's got a bunch of other stuff that, there we go. That's a good one. That's just kind of your general slide there. Extend it for some pretty good damage. We got, what do we got here? Trying to remember what all the... There it is. This one's kind of tricky. If you get a meter burn like that, you can get into a launcher, which I have not actually practiced any of that. And you can actually hold a direction to get the ball out further, get it shorter, or just let it go. Yeah. So, I haven't really worked on those, but the basic principle is still the same. I don't have them in the corner, really. I wouldn't want to do that so early. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be looking to do there. There we go. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. And I think that's it. I remember this guy here is really good. It's just a really fast pop of a gun out of nowhere, and it just doesn't matter how far away. As long as they're on the ground, they're going to get hit by that. Alright, so that's it. That is this guy's stuff, and let's go ahead and end it with his nice little X-ray. I love his little thing there. He's got the name of everybody on his bullet, and if he's fighting himself, it just says me on the bullet. Alright, we're gonna go back to training mode and move on to Liu Kang. I'm gonna show off some of him. I've played him a little bit more, so this should go a tiny bit smoother. Let's grab his alternative costume. And this one, you've got your 3 choices here. Dragon's Fire is by far the most popular. It's his kind of offensive one. It's probably more offensive generated than the other 2. He really gains a lot of use out of his bicycle kick, and it's a strong, very strong move to have. When you meter burn the bicycle kick, it turns into an overhead that pops the opponent off the ground and gives you basically a setup for your combos. Really, really good. A lot of people are doing Dragon Fire. This is mine. I do Flame Fist. I like Flame Fist. I like the Windmill Punch. I like the Shaolin Flame, and that's a damage boost. Basically, the whole variation here is to get your buff up and then just start wailing on the guy. Basic combos, basic everything, but try and find a way to get your buff on, which can be really hard. I hear that's really the biggest drawback of this variation, is that it's just hard to get your buff up. It lasts like 4 or 5 seconds. It's really, really tiny. Yeah, that's a lot of negative sides to it, but honestly, I enjoy it a lot. I think I can make it work. I want to try and make it work. Finally, he has a parry, which is really good in this variation. It just, any attack from the high, from the low, anything that's, not a projectile, you get the parry, and it's really nice. It works against armor, I think, and all that stuff, so pretty cool. His other one is Duelist, and that is basically his range type of one. He sets up traps. He throws out a Hadouken ball, and then it just floats somewhere, and then you signal it to blow up by putting in another command, and then it explodes and pops the guy in the air, and you kind of just go into whatever you do. But that's not my deal. You get like a light version and a dark version of that stuff. Haven't played with it, kind of seen it a little bit, but does not gel with my playstyle very well. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do the Sub-Zero here. Let's give him the... Let's go ahead and do the classic. Everyone likes the classic. I did a little thing with this guy. I've done some Cryomancer with Sub-Zero, just a little bit. I've actually played with everybody. I've gone into everybody into practice mode and did a little bit of their basic combo stuff, which was really nice. Crap, my internet is like super slow down here. Hopefully the stream's not like completely crapping out for you guys. But here we go. This is Liu Kang. This is his alternative outfit. I like it a lot. It's very cool. Liu Kang is much more direct than Aaron Black. He doesn't have a lot of tricks like what you saw there, a lot of weird tools that you bowl out. His is just straightforward combo strings, you know. This is the bread and butter. This is the basic starter. The 1-1-3 comes out as an overhead. Really nice. So a lot of opponents, I think, are going to probably learn to block high against Liu Kang because of this little guy right here. Let's see. I would follow that up with... I have a couple different ways I like to follow it up, depending on what I feel like. That's the main one right there. That's the first one I learned to do. Because I have Windmill Punch, I can actually extend that just a little bit. Let's see if I can get into the rhythm. I gotta walk forward a tiny bit. Ah. Oh, come on. That was it. Oh, what? Don't tell me I'm too fast for my controller. Well, I didn't even try for the command that time. I did not recover in time. Oh, come on. It came out eventually. I can reverse the two punches, but I don't like to do it if I can help it. Oh, close. Why is it only giving me one hit out of that? I'm doing it too early, that's why. I wonder if I can... Is that... Okay, it is. I am doing it too early. Yep, there it is. So I gotta get that button in there. It's difficult because I gotta walk forward a little bit and then I have to walk backwards in order to get that punch out. Then I have to walk forward again. Yeah, there it is. And you can see in my command list I hit a back forward circle there. You can see that it was right up there. Doesn't really work that way though. You have to be much quicker. Nope. You know what I could do is, instead of walking forward there, yeah, I could just use that as part of my input. Get a little closer. Ah, there we go. too far. Oh god, I keep holding forward and I can't do that. There we go. I missed my walk forward, but yeah. Now if I change it up a little bit and I do the forward, yeah, see that's an issue I have to worry about there. But I could still link it. So either one works. It just takes work either way. Yeah, and then the first one can whip if you're just rushing it. It does give you a little bit more time though if you do it that way, to put in the proper command. I'm only getting 24% though. I was getting 25 earlier. So I think I'm not doing it exactly the right way. Probably the transition of having worked on the Vita, which is something I highly encourage nobody do. I keep separating that thought in my head, and that's not the way I'm supposed to do it. That's kind of funny. I'm just punching the shit out of this guy's foot. That's too close to the corner for my liking. Corner combo is going to be much the same. Man, I gotta spend a lot more time down here. Yeah, see, if you just put in things too fast, you start getting other commands because you're kind of doing the motions for them while you're trying to do the motions for the other ones. It's a really big pain. I don't even remember pressing that direction. Yeah, it could just be Sub-Zero's a little weird. Whoosh! Yeah. Oh well, I'll deal with it. Now, that's basically the fist version, and I want to actually have those as my versions because those will benefit from this guy right here. See how, even though I missed all those, I got 28%. Much better. %. Let's do it in the corner just to see. 34% damage. That's with these buffs on, compared to the 24% I was getting earlier. And yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, 24%. Pretty good. If I don't want to, I should have those fist combos because of that buff, because all my kicks are not going to benefit from that buff at all. These attacks right here don't benefit. If I don't care about that, if I'm in this stance, I don't have my buff on, all the better for me. You see, I even get 25%. I get 1% more out of the kicks there. But you know, I want to make sure that I am ready for this type of thing here. In fact, I wish I could get it down completely. I love that move. I'm going to figure out... I'm probably going to spend some more time later and figure out the timing for that. So I can get it down. Because I'm whiffing it way too much. You can't get 25%. Yeah. So those are my variations there. If I got them in the corner, you know what? Before I go into that, let me show you. This move right here is my overhead. That's what's going to come out a lot. If I need to hit the low, this is really my only real attack low, like that. But I can. Yeah, see, I can't even. It's too short a window to. There we go. I can't hold it. I have to, like... Yeah, that's it. That's my low. I do have a better one. That. You see, it starts as 2 hits. So that's forward 4-4. Right there. This one, that's my forward 3. And there's no... It doesn't seem like there's any other combo for it. Yeah. It's just a single hit. That's all that one is. So forward 4-4 is going to give me that. You can actually hit 4 3 times and do that. But that's what my combo is going to be. That's my low. So I get if a guy's just blocking this all day, then I can go in with that. Open it up. It's not going to do much damage, and it's not going to benefit from my fists. Is the problem. It's not going to be a very damaging thing, but what can you do? Guy's gonna block high all day. You gotta hit his feet someday. He does have a pretty good pokes with his legs down here, so that's kind of a bonus, I guess. Anyways, combo variation in the corner. It's not really much different than what we were seeing there. I think. I don't know why it's doing that so well now. Yeah, that's basically it right there. That's my combo variation. It does about the same percentage. There is a much better one that is super really hard to do. It's gonna be. I won't be able to do it, but I'll do some attempts just to show you a little bit of what the intro is like. So that's basically it right there. That was the combo, except this should have been that. But yeah, super hard. You're doing that is the hard part for me. Plus your jumping neutral is so crappy. But man, if you can hit that, it's really good damage. Ugh, it's so awkward though. Now I gotta jump forward with it. I'm just not hitting enough though. Man, you see my fist is nowhere near him. It's much easier when you do it raw like this, but when in the middle of the combo you can forget it. God, I fall down so fast! I can't even do that. God, so nasty. can't even get the damn input in. There. Yeah, so that's just the last section of it. It's supposed to go in with that. So the damage is probably totally worth it. I just that combination there is so impossible. Oh god. Oh. If someone were to do this online, I'd probably break down and cry. It's just so serious. It's super serious. Alright, so I generally just stick to my real simple stuff. You might be able to get another swing of that out. I'm thinking so. Yeah, it's getting close, but nah, it takes too long. What if I did something other than that? No, it just takes too long. It's not worth it to do it otherwise. You can do the fist variation, the legs variation here. But once again, it's just not worth it. Oh man. Maybe you can't really do it. Yeah. Oh well. I haven't really practiced it since. There you go. A little bit more damage unbuffed. Let's see. Forward, let's see, other tools was forward 2-1. Yeah. This is just kind of a quick pressure stream here, you know. Kind of link those together. You kind of want to mix those in a little bit. What else? What else? What else? B2 and throws after. Oh yeah, this is a quick overhead. Just kind of slam them down. It's, again, if they're just kind of blocking everything up here, you're kind of throwing this out, this isn't working either, you know, you still got your old-fashioned grabs. If I can do them. There we go. Pretty fun. So this is Liu Kang's probably gonna be the dude I work with for a while because he seems the easiest. But to be honest, I don't really want it to be. I love this X-ray though. Look at this X-ray. Just beats the shit out of him. I love that. Everyone else's X-ray, they're pretty good, but they're all like flies through the air and does all this shit. This is just good old-fashioned beat the shit out of someone, you know, Shaolin power right here. This is for the Shaolin. Ah, when he grabs his back like that? Ah, shit's good. I love it. It looks so great. That's why I picked him up. 'Cause I love that shit. Alright, so that's that. He'll probably be one of the first guys I start with. And by that I mean take online. And the next dude we got two left. We got Johnny and we got Kenshi. I'm going to show Kenshi because he's really unique. Very strange, very different. I like his little alternate costume without his stuff on there. And let's go beat up Hanzo. And you could be that. I don't care the stage. Kenshi is weird. Kenshi does not have a lot of the combo stuff. He's got combos, but they're not as much button pressing and there's not as many hitting like what you saw with Liu Kang. I didn't have, like, the last two guys we've done, Aaron and Liu Kang, a lot of strings, takes a lot of hits, but Kenshi's few on the buttons. Very few on the buttons. Like, this is his overhead. Like this guy right here is his overhead. That's it. You can't combo after it, but that's his overhead. But you can combo after it, particularly with this special here. So a lot of your stuff is going to start very simply. It's either going to be that. It's just a real quick Russian attack, which is really good. But you're just gonna link it like that into your little floaty guy, and then he's got this. That's his low. That's his low. No combo, no nothing. Just there's his low right there. There you go. That's your two stuff. You've got kind of a gap closer, just sort of a spring to life attack there. You've got overhead. And you got your low. That's really weird. It's weird because they're not part of combos or anything. They're not combo strings like Aaron Black. They're not combo strings that, you know, come out after a little bit with Liu Kang. You know, it's more like Liu Kang's low. You know, even Liu Kang has a combo string that starts low. This is just, that's his combo string. It blows him away, and that doesn't help you. You don't want him to do that. So with Kenshi, his link starts pretty much like that. That's his link starter right there. That's his combo starting potential, is that. Does that, and then try and link with that. It's actually a pretty tight window. Pretty tight, not super tight, but as you can see, enough to give me trouble. There. I've been practicing it quite a bit. It's really hard at first, but once you get it, it feels much better. But yeah, after you start off your combo with either that guy, or that guy, you just go right into that, and right into that. And then as soon as you hit him with that, you have a few other options. This is just stuff that I figured out. It's what I'm going to be doing and what I figured out after going to like Test Your Might forums. Hopefully those places will be more fleshed out with stuff, but it's only been like a week since the game's been out. It's really virtually nothing. Does this combo into any other button? I'm wondering. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is another one. This is an overhead right here. That's kind of a nice one. In fact, I don't even think it's an overhead. It's a medium hit, it says. But you can bring it into an overhead by holding down the down kick. And it if you press 4 and then down and 4, it turns into an overhead. If you just press 4 and 4, it just becomes a mid hit that bounces off. Which I guess it's, no, you can't even do it. So that's not even a potential starter. You can't start with that. You can't lead into this. But yeah, after you get this part down, I think it was, is it like this? Yes, that's what it was. It's really different compared to the other two guys. But you see, like, that's 4 and 3. That's just 4 and 3 right there. So it's just one button, and then 2 buttons. Compared to the other guys where maybe twice that amount. But his standard damage combo that I've been able to deduce has been something like this. That is his down back 4, and it's just a teleslam or something like that. It's actually really good for a number of reasons. It's got range. It looks cool as hell. Let's see if I can do a proper long combo with it. That Link is just... Once you get the Link, the rest isn't that bad. It's just my timing is so messed up going between all these characters. And I'm not all that proficient to begin with, so... Okay, I'm not seeing my attack come out. That means I'm doing it too early. Yeah, there we go. I'm a little rushed. I think that's what my problem is. Need to chill out a bit. There we go. 32% damage. That's, I mean, that was bigger than Kung Lao or Liu Kang, and that was bigger than Aaron Black's combos that I was doing. And yet I was pressing maybe half the buttons. And that's not a quarter combo either. I can do that generally anywhere. When I say generally, I mean physically it's possible, not that I can do it immediately. But this is what I'm going to be trying for in matches, is getting something like this out there. It's rough. But when you land it, it feels good as hell. You know what? Maybe my kick is not reaching him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If that does not reach him, then I don't know how to mid-screen this. I might not be able to, in fact. Could try and link two of those. Nah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't even reach it with that one, can I? Admittedly, I picked up Kenshi last, so I have not actually spent all that much time with him. Yeah, see, I think I can't get the mid-screen to work. At the very least, I should be able to do something like that. I just have to do it really fast, because getting it off a punch is super hard. You can start it off with most things, too. I mean, that's just how straightforward it all is. God damn. I don't think I can get the punch to connect right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it too soon or too late. Oddly enough, I can't seem to get the Teleslam to come out as soon as I punch. I can get it here though. Can't get it there. You know what? I'm holding down too long and it's not registering as a button. That's why I'm screwing that up. There we go. If I just hit down rather than hold down and then slide to my back, that would be the issue I was having. There we go. So yeah, that's his combo there. I guess I can't do it mid-screen with the kicks, which is unfortunate. I was doing them earlier, but now that I think about it, I think I practiced everything with him in the corner, so yeah, that would skew my results. But that's okay, because I'm still maintaining the majority of the combo. So that's really good corner combo if I get him in there. The nice thing about ending with that move, you could do something like that. And then go right into that. So, EX meter burn on Teleslam doesn't do damage. but it just sets them up. So I could do something here. What would be a good thing to do? What would be a good thing to do? You can tell the range of this is actually kind of medium. I'd probably do something like that. You can end with that guy, or end with the sword swipe. Probably with the sword swipe. Or you just do that. That seems to be the most damage. It's 8%. That's 8%. The second one will not hit if you do it in a combo. It's 7%. 1%, 10%. So you could, if you're willing to take them out of the corner, you might get more damage doing that move there. Yeah, so there's definitely a range issue with it when it comes to that. So that's really it with Kenshi. That's all I figured out with that guy in Kenjutsu mode, is just, you know, your overhead there and your low attacker there. Be nice if that was an overhead, but when it becomes an overhead, it slams on the ground. I mean, let's see, main combo, tight window, yeah. You could do something like that, yeah. That's it. So this is like an overhead. It's double overhead, which is pretty cool. That means they gotta be blocking it. You can meter burn it. You get 3 hits and a little bit of a bounce, which I would just... I haven't really thought about it much, but yeah, I can't really get a lot of that. Oh, I missed out on attacking there. Wow, that really jumps him up. Might have to go with a different one, maybe. There we go. You can just let him fall down. So that's like a quick overhead, like, oh, just whip that out. Probably do something like that, actually. God damn, he floats so high up, doesn't he? That's not too bad. Let's see. B1 is forward movement. Is good damage. It says. Yeah. F2 is the overhead. Back 2 is the low. Back 2-3 knocks them away. Yeah, starting from the low. Can catch. You could do like that if you wanted to just do a quick thing like that. Or push them away. Yeah, pretty good stuff there. I guess if you're in the corner you could do this. But I think it screws up. Yeah, it screws up your ability to link down here, so I would not advise it. This could be like a quick, if you really want to bet all the marbles, low, medium, overhead, overhead. So that's a really quick mix-up of, you know, here's a low and here's 2 overheads coming at you. And if you really want to turn into something, you can get a little bit of extra damage out. If he's blocking that, and then he blocks that too, obviously he's just going to be sitting there taking all those. But if he's hit by the whole thing, yeah, there's not really anything you can do to extend it, but still, not a bad idea. And I think that is about it. That really is. But this is a cool little guy here, because you can just set it up like that. Cool stuff. I like his sword stuff. I do have, this is something I like to do. It's actually really hard though. Like if I'm feeling myself, I'll probably do this. But it's really hard to connect. As you can see, I'm just adding 2 sword slashes in there. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, 19% damage is really miserable. It's not an overhead, it's just a straight thing. Could be a nice punish though, because this comes out, you know, not quick, but it comes out. It looks cool though, right? I mean, look at all those sword slashes that are happening. Just cut this guy up. Really hard though. Much harder than not using the kicks. Except, you know what? Nah, can't even do that out of it. Ah. Yeah, you can't do it out of that. So the feet went out. Opposite of Liu Kang, you kind of want to use your feet with this guy. But he's got some sword moves. I mean, that's why I picked him up. He actually uses his sword for stuff, and that's really neat looking to me. But he's pretty easy too. I mean, his buttons are really straightforward and simple. You're getting a lot of mileage out of them. But that's about it. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of what I understand of this variation of Kenshi, I don't know what to do about, like, converting weird moves like that. I mean, if I hit somebody with that, I can't really juggle after that, because he's already used up my bounce. So I guess it's just going into damage. Seems like such a waste. I could do something weird. Something like that. Yeah. I guess it's just... gotta think on your feet. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I think it's kind of cool. I love that push. He's got a great brutality where you can push with that. And he push out a skeleton. It looks great as hell. Alright, that is going to do it for Kenshi. Let's move on to my last guy. And this is the dude that I picked up. I guess this was my last guy. I did Kenshi, and then I did these 3 guys, and I was still sick. And I was like, God, I want to play more. I don't want to go online, though. I'm just going to get wrecked, and I'm tired. I'm not playing worth a damn. So why don't I just play some characters? And Johnny Cage was like, okay. Let's do some characters. I was thinking maybe Kung Lao too, but you know I already got the Shaolin guy squared away, so I'm kind of happy. Johnny Cage. So that's Johnny Cage. I was doing fisticuffs. This is his. This is basically his normal attacks are really good. He's got something called flashy combos, which I don't really know what that is, and he gains fist bump. Fist bump is a buff like what I do with Liu Kang, but it adds chip damage rather than increased damage. He doesn't actually get any increased damage from it, which is really quite disappointing. But yeah, stunt double, he produces a second guy. This is like a noob Cybot type of thing, you know? Shoots out a noob Cybot. Shadow clone sort of stuff. It's pretty cool. A lot of people like it. It's, I guess it's the preferred variant, kinda. I hear that A-Lists is the preferred variant. That's the one that I'm learning, that I'm on, that I kind of do. This one lets you charge your special so you can hold down for increased damage. And then, yeah, Stunt Double's like more variety stuff, because you get to repeat a move that you put in. You put in a move, and your Shadow Clone does it for you, and then you just kind of sit there. Yeah, so you can really churn out the damage like that. And I assume that's why people like it. Let's go ahead and pick up the young-looking Kung Lao. And let's do my favorite stage. I like this one so far. This one and the Shaolin one. It's all rainy and shit. La 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 la. Johnny Cage. Let's see. A-list Johnny Cage. So, Johnny Cage, I'm guessing, is supposed to be a character that's pretty easy to pick up and play. At least I think that's his objective. I get that kind of sensation when I was feeling him out and playing him. Kind of like Kenshi, but not really. He actually hits a lot more buttons than Kenshi does. All his basic stuff. But his game plan is pretty simple. For one thing, forward 3. People probably remember that from the last game. Really good. Cover a lot of ground. It's really fast. You don't recover very quickly. But it puts him in a block stun that really messes him up. So, I don't want to say it's safe, but it's a pretty good little move like that. You can link a little simple thing like that. Whatever you got. But that's not his main little combo thing. The main combo thing that everybody's going to be looking to do is that guy right there. An overhead, followed by a knee shot. That's forward 2-4. And the super hard timing. Let's see. Yeah, this is his this is kind of like his basic combo here. Yeah, right there. Comboing these two things takes like an extreme amount of practice. Like, I spent hours just trying to get this down because the timing window is strict. Oh, it's just so strict, but it's really good. You don't have to run cancel with them. So I would just rather deal with this than run canceling. Obviously, you guys saw that. Not very good at it. It's not quite the right one. You can do that, but you don't want to. When you're doing this, you got a mid-screen. What you're looking to do is get them right where it hurts. So you can get it. Right there. Now, because there's a little bit of a lag time in A-list, because you could technically charge, you could send your green power into the nutsack of another man. You could tell it takes longer to come out because it's not a quick thing. So instead of waiting for him to fall down like that, just go right into it, and it should work. There you go. So you're just barely hitting the tip of his hat. And I guess you're hitting him so hard in his hat that it just resounds down into his balls. Yeah. So if you do it too late, too early, you can't really do it too early. If you just mash it out. Once you hit this string, once you hit the punches, you're good to go. But yeah, getting those damn punches is like, ugh. You can do it so easily, too quickly or too slow. It's just, yeah, it's not very reliable. If you want to, you could do a variation, but it's really, it's not much better timing wise. But there you go. That's a little easier. It's actually much easier. But you lose out on some damage. Now, why hit him in the balls is probably why you're asking. Well, why not? Is my response to that. But seriously, though, it is really good because it's a stand-up combo. It's a finisher. It's doing its damage. But he's staying up, so you're robbing him of his wake-up game. He can't armor himself awake with a special move. He can't sit there. He can't prolong. He can't delay his wake-up by holding down and sitting there. He can't roll off in one of the random directions, whatever it is. No wake-up game is a big thing. So it's really nice to be able to punch a man in the balls and not have him wake up. Instead, he just stands up. So, yeah, and then he stands up, and you can kind of, you know, get right back, basically right back into it, really. I mean, that's your overhead. If the guy is not blocking over you, then, you know, there's going to be some problems. Of course, what happens when he starts blocking up there? And, well, unfortunately, this is really the only answer you've got. It's the only real low you've got to work with. You do have a really good down 4. You know, recovers really quick. It hits like the very tip of his foot. Really, really strong. Good recovery. And then this guy is pretty good too. That's a pretty quick response there. Pretty good. So he's got good pokes. Pretty strong pokes. I guess that's his game. You can kind of just poke stuff out. And then you can throw that out there. No, so, you know, that's not very impressive, right? I mean, you can't... It's not really getting a lot off it, but there is something cool you can do that does let you get a lot more off it. And that's right there. You can EX your balls. You can even EX your balls after, like, oh, hit him, punch him in the face. You can do it after you decide to punch him in the balls. But if you want to do it before, I think you get a little bit more damage out of it. Let's see. 9 and 4.25. 9. Okay, so it's it doesn't even matter. Just whenever you feel like it, EX the hell out of that guy's balls. Pretty great. I had practiced a combo for this variation. Something like that. I wish it was better. That's what I like to do. I like to do that one. Or that one. That's a much better one. Get those punches out there and catch up a little bit. You could do a lot, though. I mean, you could go right back into the balls, which is probably what you're supposed to do. I say supposed to, kind of with parentheses. You can only punch a guy in that so many times before you're like, okay, I gotta like sweep kick this guy or something. Yeah, see, you gotta time. You really gotta time that window there. It's really difficult. It might be better to do something like that for that particular punish scenario. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. If you want to re-stand them up, which is good. I mean, you're like, aha, you're stand back up. Now I will, abuse you. Maybe you'll get an overhead on them. Maybe you'll, just poke them in that fucking crotch, whatever. This is a low-hitting move too. So if they're swinging up there and you're charging down here, you're looking pretty good. Yeah. So that's his shenanigans there. Let's go ahead and get this dude in the corner so I can try and recall what it was. So this guy's... it's actually very reminiscent of his stuff in MK9, the way it worked out. You kind of just abuse one of the commands, and that's this one here. So you really want to get him to float. So it'd be something like, simple overhead starter. I think I want 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, and then I would link like that. That's for damage, obviously. But yeah, that's basically the start of all the corner stuff is going to be like that. It's going to be your overhead, or you're going to have to do the trick here. Either way, it's all going to lead into doing your little fist punches here. I know I can link those kicks too. I specifically do 3 reps so that I can hit those. Oh man, I keep losing the feel of this little window here. And I know that works, I just have to be much quicker about getting it out. There you go, see? that works. If I want it to be easier, I can do the other variation. There, you see, that guarantee works all the time, but it doesn't look as cool. I love this flip kick. It looks awesome. What was the other one? So yeah, that's the damage. That's what I do for the damage. If I want to do some ball shenanigans, I don't think I could do the kicks. So what I do is yeah. I don't usually go for that after the balls hit in that scenario though. I usually go for the knee. Yeah, I usually go for that combo at the end of that. But I haven't worked on Johnny long enough. Oh god. I'm getting all the commands stuck in my head now. And the forward knee does not work very well if you're gonna go for the... There we are. Oh god, I did a Hadouken. That's not what I was supposed to do. I still am in the phase of mashes, man. I'm mashing the shit out of everything. And you can't do that in this game. You cannot mash. The buttons will lock you out of whatever you're trying to do. Ugh, I was way too slow. This is a nice one. You can charge up a hit and go right into it. But it's just a hit. They can block the shit out of that. Oh my god, how does that miss? That was perfect. Oh, I let him float up too high. Why am I getting... Oh. See, this is what I mean about getting my wires crossed, man. I was pressing the wrong direction. Yeah, that's also why I don't do 4 reps if I'm going for the kick. And the command for the ball hit is like really awkward to me. It's a motion I've never used in another fighting game, is why. It's back to down, and that's it. I'm used to doing like a half circle. That's like a quarter circle or something, or...
Thank you and good night.
Ah, god, I wish I could put that command in faster. There we go. 38%. That's not the best. I think you can get up to 41%. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the deal. I have no problem with it. I actually really, really enjoy it.
What happens to everyone?
It happens to everyone. Could do something a little simpler, I think. So if I were to catch the guy... Yeah, I'd probably do something like that. But rather than 4 reps, I think I'll just do the 3. The nice thing is that even if I drop it, I'm still getting a lot of damage. Okay, I went for the ball sack. I wasn't supposed to. I have to be careful. I can't just go for the ball sack like that, you know? I gotta be cool about it. Oh man. Once you start playing for a while, everything just sort of breaks down. Yeah, I let him fall too far because I'm not really not feeling my input commands in my fingers and in my head. There we go. Yeah, I would go with that. That's probably what I would do. 31%. I'm happy with it. But that's basically, that's everything I've got with this guy. That's everything I've been able to figure out. You know, he's got his X-ray there. Ooh yeah. Oosh. pretty good. And I think you might even be able to do that at the end of it. Here's his other moves, you know. Kind of poke moves, you know. Get your anti-air. This move right here is one of his brutalities. If you get down to 5% health, you turn into Red Shadows Johnny. You get your little power there turns red instead of green, and you hit them with a fully charged backflip. It explodes their upper body, and everything just explodes. It's the greatest thing. Practically impossible to get though. There's no way I'm gonna ever be able to get that in an actual match. I just don't think that's ever gonna happen because you gotta be 5% health. And you have to hit him with a fully charged that. And there's no combo that lets you fully charge that attack. I mean, if you can whip it out, then yeah, it would work. But the brutality says no. That's it. Those are the 4 guys I have. And I gotta go online with one of them, and I don't know who. I haven't practiced any fatalities. I've done like the most basic brutality just to see what they look like. I don't remember any of them, so it's going to be a really, really awful experience, I think. So I'm just going to get wrecked. I'm going to feel awful. The internet's going to be slow and shitty. Yeah. Man, I'm going to drop that like crazy, and it's going to suck. Man, if I just... I could man, if I just wired my head better, I could just go into that move and it will hit rather than just sometimes hitting. But back forward is such an awkward movement for me. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good at all. Oh well. So that's it. I'll go head back to the main menu, and I'm probably I'll close the stream and then just kind of relax for a while. Maybe get online and start getting some videos on that. But that's the basic rundown of my 4 characters that I know of right now. Like I said, I did a little bit of everybody else, and nobody really stood out as fantastic when I played them. And then even these 4, I feel a little like I'm forcing myself to play them, because nobody really feels that great. Not super great. But I want to stick with the game. It's really fun. It's a fun game. I just wish I had somebody that I could really call my own. Maybe it'll be Predator, or maybe it'll be Tremor. I don't know. It could just be that. Could be Jason. I honestly don't know. Probably not going to be Tanya, and I'm pretty certain it won't be Goro. But yeah. The only other thing I want to mention, and something I should have mentioned at the start, I think, but whatever. I finally have a really nice laptop coming. It's only like a year or 2 old, but it's much more modernized. It's very powerful. It's going to do, most things that a laptop can do these days, which is nice. Once I have that, I also, along with it, I have a Elgato Game Capture HD, which I guess is a fancy new one that's coming out, that is out. It's very recent. And I have also with it a camera, a much nicer quality camera than I believe what the PlayStation 4 here comes with. So hopefully that will work. I also have a green screen behind me. I actually draped it all over my couch. It's just a giant green screen that's covering my whole couch, in addition to the blanket that I put there for the dog. So I think things should be pretty awesome once that hits. Once I get that stuff and I hook it all up, I'm thinking this stuff will be really, really nice. It's going to be a proper setup too. It's not going to be the PlayStation 4 streaming capabilities. It will be the Elgato siphoning through the laptop, being processed on the card and then going through the machine to actually have it happen. So I'll be able to use Twitch alerts properly rather than the way I use it now, and I'll be able to mess with the screen, like put things where I want. I could use open broadcasting software, OBS. So I'm looking forward to all that. It's all new tech, and it sounds fun as shit. So I'm really eager. But yeah, that's not going to be for a few more days, I think, and work is probably going to pick me up at some point. So we'll see when that happens. I'll probably do a few. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's invasion. Huh, cool. Lin Kuei is leading the charge. Really? See, I'm White Lotus. I like the White Lotus people. But eventually I'll get 50 and all the guys, and In any case, that's everything. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I know I really didn't play any, and I actually should. I'll probably do that tonight because I'm probably not going to be sleeping anytime soon. But I'm happy to being able to show off what I've been spending my time in practice mode with. So really nice there. And hopefully I'll have a nice proper stream that's coming in a couple days. That would be really, really awesome. I'm just psyched for that. That'd just be so cool. There's a chance the laptop won't be any good though, and the shit could hit the fan. But I try not to think that way. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.